Welcome to the ancient city of Zazzau, now modern-day Zaria in Kaduna State, Nigeria, in the heart of West Africa. The year is 1536, and in this powerful Hausa kingdom, a warrior queen will soon rise to alter the course of history. Her name is Amina, and this is her story of battle, of conquest, and of legacy. Amina was born into royalty. Her father, King Nikatao, ruled Zazzau, a powerful kingdom of the Hausa people. Her mother, Queen Bakwa Turunku, was a fierce ruler in her own right. From an early age, Amina showed promise beyond her years. Unlike other children of nobility, Amina was not satisfied with a life of comfort. Her grandfather, seeing her potential, took her under his wing. He trained her in the ways of war and politics, teaching her the secrets of battle strategy and governance. At the age of 16, Amina was named Magajia, the heir apparent. Along with this title, she was given 40 female slaves, marking her first steps towards power. But even as a future queen, she had to earn her people's respect, and that respect would come on the battlefield. Amina's skill in battle grew with each passing year. Under her brother Karami's reign, she became one of the most feared warriors in the kingdom, leading cavalry forces in campaigns across Zazzau. Despite her growing fame and numerous suitors, Amina refused to marry. Many tried to win her hand with lavish gifts, but Amina had one love: war. She believed that marriage would diminish her power and control over Zazzau. In 1576, Amina's brother, King Karami, died. The throne was now hers. Amina ascended as Queen of Zazzau, ready to transform her kingdom into the most formidable empire in the region. But little did the world know that the next 34 years would see unprecedented expansion and war. 3 months into her reign, Amina made her first bold move. She declared war on Zazzau's neighboring kingdoms, vowing to expand the borders of her realm. She called her people to sharpen their weapons. Zazzau was going to war. Her first conquest was the kingdom of Conqueror to the east. Amina's army, 20,000 strong, marched across the plains and into enemy territory. The battle was fierce, but Amina's tactical genius led to a resounding victory. With each victory, Amina fortified her conquest. She ordered the construction of massive earthen walls around every city she captured, ensuring her newly acquired territories were protected. These walls, known as Ganuwa Amina, still stand today. Despite her military focus, legend has it that Amina took a new lover in every city she conquered. Each lover, it said, met a tragic end, beheaded in the morning after, so no man could claim her or diminish her power. After Conqueror, Amina set her sights on Nupe, one of the most powerful neighboring kingdoms. This battle would be one of her greatest tests, but it was a test she passed with unrelenting force. Amina demanded that conquered regions pay tribute to Zazzau. Cities as far as Kanu and Katsina sent gifts of wealth and slaves to her court, cementing her power and wealth across the Hausa states. By the end of this period, Amina had more than doubled the size of Zazzau's territory. Her name was whispered in both awe and fear throughout the region. Her conquest made her one of the most powerful figures in West African history. Beyond the battlefield, Amina's reign transformed Zazzau into a trade hub. She established critical trade routes across northern Africa, ensuring Zazzau's prosperity. She was not just a warrior, but a ruler with a keen eye for security. Her walls stood as both a defense and a symbol of her strength. Every city she took became a fortified bastion under her protection. Despite her success, internal struggles began to brew within the kingdom. The nobles questioned her prolonged campaigns, and the resources required began to strain the treasury. Even Amina, for all her strength, was not immune to the changing political landscape. Rivals within her court and neighboring kingdoms sought to undermine her rule. Some historians suggest that her eventual retreat from expansion was caused by internal betrayal, a rift within the kingdom. This would mark a turning point in her reign. With her territories now vast and her empire at its peak, Amina shifted focus from conquest to consolidating power and ensuring the loyalty of her subjects. Under Amina, Zazzau entered the golden age of trade, military strength, and influence. But as her enemies circled and her power grew, Amina would face challenges that even she could not fully predict. As Amina's empire flourished, new threats arose. Foreign powers, drawn to the wealth of Zazzau, began to set their sights on her kingdom. Her enemies grew bolder, threatening to tear apart the empire she had built. In what would be her final campaign, Amina faced a coalition of foreign forces and rival states. The stakes had never been higher, and this battle would decide the future of Zazzau. The circumstances of Amina's death remain shrouded in mystery. Some say she died in battle, others that she fell ill. But one thing is certain, her passing marked the end of an era for Zazzau. After her death, Zazzau faced instability. Her successors could not match her prowess, and the vast empire she had built slowly began to unravel. Despite this, Amina's legacy endured. Her military conquests, her innovations in trade, and her indomitable spirit became the stuff of legend. She had forever changed the course of African history. Amina's name became synonymous with strength and leadership. For centuries, she had inspired generations of African rulers, warriors, and women who seek to break the chains of tradition. Though she had long since passed, Queen Amina's memory lives on. She was more than a ruler. She was a symbol of resistance, of power, and of what it means to be a leader. Amina, Queen of Zazzau, the warrior queen who carved her name into the history of Africa.